All right. Hello, hello, Leos. Leos, this is your first monthly message for June. Thank you guys all so very much. If you want to tune into your next messages, just check my channel, scroll up, scroll down. You'll have more than one for this month of June energy. All right, guys, throughout I give different dates, names, times, music, however I might feel guided. Please always use your own discernment as you tune in to these messages. I open up the monthlies for the energy of Leo, so this can apply for a rising sign, moon sign, Venus, Mercury, so on and so forth. I'm doing a cleansing right now with the sage and lavender from the previous message with the Cancer signs. In this particular one, I actually saw angel number 333 spotlighted for you guys, Leos. So, like I said, there will be more than one. So maybe that third video is very spotlighted for you. And at this point, clearly, I don't know what's there with that. We've been working with the pendulum, something new for this month. I unveiled all these different oracle and tarots for the Gemini solar return. So they kind of set in the stage. So there is a bit of Gemini energy, of course, Cancer sign energy. But I got a lot of Virgo, actually. A lot of Virgo, some Taurus energy, Capricorn. Okay, so we got the earth signs coming in. Leo, of course, maybe even other Leos. What else did I get? Aries. A lot of Virgo. Okay. So use your own discernment. Once again, you could be dealing with these other zodiac signs, or you can have this in your chart and it's giving you guidance and specification. This very first one, we're going to start with the soul's journey lesson cards. All right. Of, your growth, your lessons so far. What's spotlighted for this month of June as well, okay? Using the Palo Santos to raise the vibration and some rose water. I'm also going to clear the pendulum. I don't think I'm going to use it in this one, but I'm going to cleanse it for the Leo energy. Thank you. And we'll be connecting it to God's grace, God's love, your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever might be coming forth, giving guidance as well. Throughout this month has been really fascinating. Some of these take a little longer to using the pendulum for deciphering, but in this one, I think I'm going to just do the shuffling, right? And I did already shuffle all these different cards for you guys for the energy of Leo, and see what comes forth. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys once again. I hope you do have a beautiful month. I hope this gives you any type of guidance or clarity, confirmation, even some entertainment if that need be. Grab your coffee, your water, your shakes, I don't know, whatever. And I got my Bigfoot mug this time. Okay, nobody believes. Okay, nobody believes in Bigfoot. I do. I saw him before? I saw him. Anyways, this makes me think of Mount St. Helens, Washington. Let me give you the dates and times actually I saw. 7:25 Leos, 7:26, 7:27. 7:31, 8:1, 8:10, 8:11, 8:12. Now, if those aren't your particular birthdays, that's okay. There can still be something here for you. And you can also be dealing with other Leos. Virgo energy, I saw 8:24, 8:26, 9:03, 9:12, and 9:13. 9:16. I also saw 6:16 or 6:17 being a spotlighted day for you guys for this month. All right. It is 6/7 as I am getting this very first message out for you guys. Let's see. What else do I want to say? So we have the full moon coming up on 6/11. That's going to be the full strawberry moon in the Sagittarian energy. And at this point, I haven't really sensed it or tuned in, right? But you know how it works. If you've been with my channel for a while, I'll give those different dates and times of the energy that's coming forth as we go through. Okay, Leos. And the Capricorn energy, I saw 106, 103. There was another 115, 117. What is there anything else I want to say before we get started? I'm not going to give you guys music this time. And at this point, I haven't sensed the Aquarius energy coming forth. That's okay. A lot of Virgo, actually. Okay. Well, And so, of course, if you have Virgo in your chart, you guys, once I complete all of the Leos, it's been coming out to be about 5 different videos, right? And they can just give you different layers of the story as well. Maybe different messages for different Leos tuning in, right? So always, you can tune in to listen to all and take your own, take what resonates for your personal story, right? It's been fascinating. The tarot this month is going to be Granny's Postcards Tarot. This comes from Ukraine. It's been really interesting. Going to also be working with the Pendulum and the Soulless Oracle. Going to get some fun stuff with the Affirmators Family Edition and even some disappointing affirmations. Those will probably be in the second video. What else do I want to say? And if I feel guided, I might... I have archetypes here, but it does take a little longer if I decide to dive into those. But we'll just see what comes out. Okay. Leos. Leo. What else? Anything else? I think let's just jump into it and see what the soul's journey is. So I brought in rose quartz, these little grapes, abundance, love, soft love. And then we have green avertine and, of course, my unicorn horn. I've been using it to kind of point things out. It's 6:11 on the clock because I'm starting this. Wow. So that's Spotlight Day. Also, we have Father's Day coming up, this month, 6:15. All right. I'm just going to grab it in the middle and see what we got. We have abundance coming in. Oh, there's an abundance coming in for you guys. This is the first card in this soul's journey, I believe, in this deck even. So we're starting from the beginning. Number 1, look, we have the red. And when I turn my little moon on here, I don't really, I don't usually choose it. I just kind of pick which one, when I turn it on, whichever comes on. And the reddish orange, so it's passion. Ooh, that red and green. So abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. This makes me think of a lot of that magician energy too. Okay, so maybe some of you do have that Gemini in your chart, potentially, or rising sign. Doesn't have to be that. But I'm definitely tuning into Mars energy and taking action towards things. All right. Let's see. I'm going to split it up. I don't know why. I'm doing your guys' different. That's how it is. No way. Self-esteem coming in. So feeling confident in yourself. Working on your self-esteem. Feeling abundant. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Wow. Self-esteem. Cool. You guys are the first I've seen that one for. But of course, I've only done the Gemini and Cancer signs. And then freedom is underneath there. I possess the power. You possess stuff. Ooh, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Freedom. Yeah, right. I don't know why I slid into 3s. I feel like that's even your numbers maybe or something. I don't know. 333. 333 also adds up to that 9, right? So higher learning, something. That full moon might be really spotlighted on maybe a long distance travel or this abundance. I'm getting Jupiter energy, like wisdom and stuff like this too. Anyways, okay, that's very fascinating. I'm gonna set that there. I'm gonna shuffle these and see which ones that come out that are spotlighted. I'll read a little bit out of the book. Oh, that just split right there. Scorpio energy too. Death in reverse. Someone doesn't want to let something go. Someone might have received some inheritance, or they're going to I don't know. You have Scorpio energy. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Some of you could have Scorpio rising. Or something like that. Or your 8th house activated or something about Scorpio energy. Yeah, okay. Your abundance. So even when I get that as understanding, when one door closes, another one opens type thing. The death card just represents an ending. Okay, it's not literal. Okay, it can be, of course. Those do cause a lot of transformation in our lives, right? Okay, Leos. Leo. Let's see. What's most important for the highest good of the Leo sun, the moon, rising, Venus signs, who all tune in for their highest good for the soul's journey cards? The first one is worry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm getting a synchronicity with the Geminis here, because this was one of their first cards to come out too. And maybe it's just during this time. This is about your thoughts, about communication being stuck in your head. This is definitely an 8 of Swords or 9 of Swords energy. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Don't worry, be happy now. Worry. Okay, what else? The purple, clearing your head. Anything else from the Soul's Journey Lessons cards? These ones are by James Von Prague. And the way it's working, I am going to layer the rest of the information on top, right? So as we go through your next video, I don't want them to be too long. If I can incorporate more than one deck together and it's not too long, I will. We will see. I'm only going to take the ones that want to fly out, okay? All right, what's most important for the highest good? Thank you, Holy Spirit, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, all who tune in for the highest good. Overcoming doubt, dude. Releasing the need to know all the answers. Worry and doubt. Releasing the need to know all. All right, any other messages about this abundance? This is a trust thing too. Okay, trusting that you will be taken care of, trusting that there is an abundance in this world, and that you have it. Someone's getting, also knowing that you always will be taken care of, like you have what you need. Bam! Did you see that? Okay, the grapes, abundance, overcoming fear. Damn. An honest meditation. It kind of jumped to that book, so we're gonna have a little fun with that book too. We're gonna be realistic, okay? We all can try and say these positive affirmations and affirmators, but we also have to understand that life is filled with disappointments. Something about an appointment or something. You got a fear about an appointment? I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Testing. 1, 2, 3. A test. Someone's getting a test on. Someone's worried about... that's weird that I'm getting it like this. Okay, underneath there we have courage. No way. Having courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence, dude. I feel guided to leave that there. That's perfect. Facing fear. So we have the strength card basically here, right? So overcoming it. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that one is. Trust is underneath there. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So we're having a sense of having discernment of fear versus intuition. Learning how to trust ourselves. And deciphering between, is this a fear? Like, is this, false? Fear is false expectations appearing real. So this worrying and doubt is also about like fear of the future. Okay. I get it as fear of the unknown. Clearly, and just recognizing that if you sit and worry about things in the future, you're, this is so interesting. I get it is like needing to have decipher or discernment of what is a fear-based thing. I feel like the anxiety and worry is like someone worrying, like seeing worst case scenario. There's a lot of fear mongering going on in the world for sure too. Some might be having some issues with trusting their inner guidance. Maybe you feel like it's misled you before or something. I always get, better to be safe than sorry, right? So that's the part, trusting yourself. Even if, something's telling you, I'm not going to do this, I don't want to do this or go there. Something like you got that red flag going up and everyone's trying to push you and say into doing it. Even if everything turns out just fine and nothing happens, you you at least stood by your, you that shows you believed in yourself. And maybe you don't know, circumstances would have been different if, that action or choice. I get it is making choices as well. We also get doubt. I always get that que sera, whatever will be, surrendering. Find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Dude, that is just crazy. That's beautiful. I'm going to bring the camera down so you guys can see. Look how much that's boom. I'm all boom. And then we have that self-esteem. Possessing the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. A lot about confidence, courage. This is definitely your guys' energy. Or you could have, some of you could definitely even be a Gemini with Leo moon, vice versa, something like this. And that's at this point, right? Theirs was different for sure. Okay, so they did clearly have a different message, but there's some similar things, and it could just be the communication, the thoughts, right? Because we're in that energy. Looking at self-esteem. What is this song? Self-esteem, is it like, I'm getting like Green Day or something? Wah, 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 wah. Is that it? Because someone lacks self-esteem, they're letting someone take advantage of them? That's so, okay. All right. Leos. Leo, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs who tune in. What else is regarding this self-esteem and their soul's journey for this month of June? Facing fears. Having courage. Also a sense of like, the full energy, like a leap into the unknown. There was definitely some Aries energy. All right. Anything else about the self-esteem? And find this freedom. No way, yeah. Self-esteem is the main focus. I'm going to look underneath it. And blame. Overcoming blame. I accept responsibilities for my well-being. Playing the blame game. Okay, this was definitely coming through with the Cancer sign energy too. So it could be, I'm getting this as a shift. So for some of you, what this could just mean is that with this month, when we do shift into that Cancerian energy, right? I'm getting something like 626 or something being spotlighted, or 625. Accepting responsibility for my well-being, not blaming others, for your own confidence and self-esteem. This is taking accountability. That's really beautiful. So this is a lot about just kind of clearing out any fear or worry, okay, and kind of surrendering, okay, and understand there's a sense of courage and bravery is facing fears, right, and feeling confident, taking accountability of your own life, and giving you this freedom. What's underneath blame? Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Blame and envy. Well. Okay, we have freedom here as we move forward. So like I said, this for the whole month. I actually might, I'm going to read a little out of the book, go a little deeper with these, the soul's journey. But this one is going pretty quickly, 18 minutes in. I might be able to... Should I just jump to tarot? Should I do that? I'm just going to leap from 1 to 5. I have been going in order. I'm all debating. Okay, let's see what freedom is. Freedom? Yeah, right. You're freeing yourself from your own inner critic. You're freeing yourself from feeling like a victim of your circumstances. You're freeing yourself from that doubt, self-doubt, and, and having this courage. That is such a pretty card, dude. I want to hold it right there so you guys can really see this. Oh, I really like that one. Okay, anything else with the freedom? There's only a few cards left, so I'm just going to see any of these that want to come out. Patience. It takes time. Okay, Guns N' Roses and patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Dang. And it takes time to overcome these things even and balancing it out. No way. So we have some Taurus Libra energy I'm kind of getting to with this. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Patience. It takes a little patience. Weird. Okay, I feel guided to do it this way. This is really interesting. Let's start with the beginning here. All right, so how many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, of course, 5. Okay. Your soul spread. I'm gonna see the multi-card. Now, some of these, use your own discernment as well. It could be if you're concerned or thinking about someone in your life or relationships. I mean, we don't have relationships here. I see this as a self-help or, working on self even. But if it is someone in your life, then this could be something that they're learning on their soul journey. Okay. 7 cards. So I have a total of 8, actually. Abundance was there in the beginning. The 14th being spotlighted, maybe 6, 14, 14, 15. Okay, or even you guys could be, let's see, 8, 14, 8, 15. Interesting that you are a limitless being. So I'm going to start with that one, even though it didn't come out, but that's what we open it up to. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. I always remember that you are God. Okay? Your extension for sure. And God is all about creation. You are the creator of your own, world, your own life. God says yes, but the ego says no. In order to have abundance in all areas of your life, you must create the space of receiving and knowing that you are deserving of anything your heart desires. The more you can release limited thinking and worry, the more open you are to receiving the infinite flow of the universe. Allow yourself to have fun when manifesting what you want in life and enjoy the process. By embracing a positive mindset, you are opening the door to unexpected abundance. It is natural to have abundance in your life, and you must realize that any thoughts of limitedness may have come from either a past life or a life condition you have chosen to overcome. They can also originate from programming you received from the environment you grew up in and the value systems you were taught when you were young. Now is the time to begin to live with the realization that you are worthy of having abundance in every aspect of your life. When you are in the vibration of receiving, you can manifest whatever you desire in this physical reality. All right, so we're going to go to worry first. This is learning that it does no good. This is that's the lesson. Learning how to just kind of find some type of surrender. That's what I get it. And trusting. Throughout my life journey, that's definitely been something. Even when other people have been going through something going on, or they have some fear, it's usually regarding, finances, their job, their career, the future, or and the crazy stuff we see in the world, even creating that too. And creating that worry. Let's realizing that does and you can try and make a plan or see all the issues and but it doesn't change an outcome. 100 and 101. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Worry is a wasted emotion. It does nothing other than give you the illusion of control. When you expend too much energy worrying, it limits you and has an adverse effect on the natural energy of the soul. Worrying destroys the hope, faith, and excitement that are wonderful elements of this schoolroom called Earth. Remember that you are what you think, and you have the power to create positive thoughts, which beget positive outcomes. Worry is a negative emotion, sets you up for negative results. What unnecessary worries are you carrying around with you now? Examine them objectively in the light of love. Help your soul by releasing them and be fully connected to the current moment, which is where your power resides. That's the final card in this deck. Wow. The artwork is by Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. Good, Charlotte. And James. Wow. Oh, no. Yeah. That's the final card in this whole deck. How interesting. How many cards is in this one? I forget. So it's like, this is like this complete, I'm getting a sense of it's a completion of finally just accepting. And also releasing not knowing all the answers, right? Releasing the need to know all. Because you can't. There's too much in this world to know. That's when you crash out, bro, sis, whatever. 34 and 35. Those could be ages even. Okay, doesn't have to be. I do got that Gemini Cancer sign and Leo energy with this. Yeah, also 7-9. Okay, so I did see 809 too, Leos. Maybe some Piscean. I think that's that fear or illusion as well. I release the need to know all the answers. It's impossible for the human brain to comprehend the mysteries of the universe. You are only consciously aware of 3 dimensions for a reason, and that is to learn to love without the full awareness of your connection to spirit. Holy Spirit. Everyone has his or her own personal path to this awareness. There's no right or wrong answers as long as your goal is to manifest the energy of love and compassion. The wisdom of the divine trickles into the physical dimension, and some of it will resonate with your soul and some will not. These are your signposts that guide you to your correct path. If the wisdom resonates with you and seems right, then keep it. If not, release it back to the universe. Always be aware and mindful of the insights that your spirit guides and teachers put on your path. So this is facing fears, overcoming as well. And trusting yourself and trusting your... Okay, 42 and 43. Okay, I did see 55 there too, and 55. Yeah, you could definitely be dealing with an Aries, a Cancer, a Taurus, Gemini. 6-7. That might be something. Some of this could be more current energy, or someone could even be 67 or something. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. The outcome of all choices in life is determined by 2 emotions, fear and love. Your soul is made of the energy of love, and fear is an earthly manifestation of a challenge. To embrace and wallow in fear is to go against your very being. Fear in its many guises is the obstacle that your soul uses to test its tenacity to stay on track. For a soul, human life can be very difficult, but acknowledging that your soul's true nature is love will always help you on your path. When fear rears its ugly head, it is really an opportunity for you to stare it in the eye and turn that down into trust. View it as a teacher. What lessons are you learning from these fearful emotions? The more you use the energy of love to diffuse fearful situations, the less often they will present themselves. Now, we had courage right after that, and gaining your self-esteem. So, courage and self-esteem, confidence. 26, 27. So there's going to be ages. Once again, use your own discernment as I just throw them out there for anyone who's tuning in. The 26, 27th might be spotlighted. You guys could be 726, 727, or in this month in that Cancer sign energy. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. You need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power by listening to your inner voice and following its advice. You are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion. Isn't that beautiful? Because these are in alphabetical order. The way they're communicating and answering. Dang. I always think of, JFK. And fear. We have nothing to fear but fear itself, eh? Yeah. I started watching a Stephen King. I don't know why this is random, but the Stephen King show about that. It's really interesting. It's a time travel thing. 11/22. Is it 63? Texas. Anyways, it's like there's like a series, and it was written by Stephen King. I don't know. We all watch these movies. We watch things like that. We face our fears. Stephen King, a lot of the stuff that he's written and came up with came from his own nightmares, okay? That Piscean energy even. But it's also been about facing that. You know what I mean? Like, maybe some of you like watching scarier movies just to like face the fear, even. I don't know. Doesn't have to be. It depends on what it is you're fearful of, huh? Being seen, being shamed, feeling like a failure. I mean, I don't see failure here. Everything is good. Like, these are good. Hopefully, maybe it will be like if you're in this worry or doubt or something, and feeling fearful, it's like then you can recognize that, and these give you that guidance, even, you know. Dude, this is such a pretty card. The Cancer sign reading was very different. Okay, they're all going through different. We're all going through different things, right? And that's why I also do say rising sign and moon sign. Okay, to tune into, because you know maybe you're totally fine and this isn't something you're going through. I feel like it's very Leo energy, because we have this. I get the Strength card here. Confident. There might have been, okay, a little blame gaming or some envy or jealousy. We all have to overcome that. You do that by building your own self-confidence up as well, and taking accountability, being patient, finding balance, okay, and being patient with yourself is and with others. That's also that Strength card, and having the willpower and holding yourself back from, you know, just reacting. I'm getting the sense of responding instead of reacting. This is like maturity, soul maturity. Okay. As it says here, fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all of fear's disguises. Perhaps you're changing career paths or entering or exiting a relationship. This test has been put before you because it is an opportunity to prove yourself that you and only you can make the correct decisions. By not taking that step forward, you may find yourself 2 steps back, only to face that same obstacle again. Yeah. Oh, was death under there? Trust, grief. Courage. Okay. We're going to go to self-esteem next. And as I said, this is a new deck as well for this month of June. And a lot of these, you guys are the first that they've come out for. So, clearly, patience is there. Okay, going to self-esteem first. $90 and $91. So, once again, those could be, you know, birth years. Someone could be born in 90, 91. I did see 88 as well. 95. Or there's Sag, Aries energy. I'm seeing this as self-esteem is by taking the action to gain the wisdom and knowledge, even overcoming fear of traveling even around the world, okay, and stuff like this, or different cultures, different religious or spiritual beliefs even, just about learning. I get like learning that the wisdom, it's like facing your fear creates the wisdom of not needing, you know what I mean? Something like this. The self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. It's easy to perceive others as being better than you. This is a trap of the ego. There is no one greater or lesser than you. There are only those who have learned how to reveal their gifts to a greater or lesser degree. Everyone is born with unique abilities of the soul, and just like snowflakes, no two are ever alike. You have a unique perspective to share with the world and have come back this time to put your stamp on it. Perhaps you may not be aware, even in tune with your incredible and gifted self. Why not try to make a list of 10 aspects of yourself or your abilities you possess that you love and hold in high regard? It's not always easy to write about yourself, but sometimes you need to be reminded just how special you are. Remember that you did not come down to this schoolroom by accident. You have meaning and a reason for being. You are a treasure chest of incredible gifts and insights. And now is the time to celebrate you. Wow, Leo, celebrate you. I actually was getting that it's somebody's birthday today, but that'd be Gemini. This could be more specific, like if, you have Gemini in your chart. Leo, Gemini. But also celebrating you, writing nice things down for yourself. It doesn't have to be about that, whatever your accomplishments are. All right. Underneath, there's that blame, right? Accepting responsibility for my well-being. And that's the one that came in with the Cancer sign energy as well. 22 and 23. 622, 623. 722, 723. Or even being those ages. Because underneath there was also envy. Right? And that self-esteem, recognizing that is that maybe in a, at a different time when you were younger, or even there was a sense of like envying what others had, or feeling like you didn't, or your physical appearance even, I don't know. Sometimes it's even like their family or their relationships. But that energy makes you think that you don't have that. So it just shows I am the same as everybody with different challenges. So there's no need to, there's perseverance under there. There's no need to like be jealous or envious of anybody else, because they're going to go through their own shit. And that was something I learned as well. Like, I remember feeling that way with some neighbors or something, just being like, how can they afford to do that and get this and go there, with my own family. It was more of just not understanding. In the end, like, if that comes to light, they were probably so far in debt, in credit card debt. And I'm telling you, I remember thinking this, and they just seemed to have, get to do. And I couldn't figure out how they could have this financial backing. And it seemed like nothing bad ever happened. Like, it really did. I was like, they just like nothing bad ever happens. Like, and I was going through a loss of my brother, and cancer diagnosis of my mother. And it was like a lot of heavy stuff. So it was almost like, now it wasn't that I wished that upon others, but okay, the moral of the story I'm getting at with this is that this one's heavy too. After I did finally move out of that neighborhood and stuff, lo and behold, I found out that family that, seemed like they, could go everywhere, take their kids to Disneyland, do all this stuff and buy new vehicles and have all these things. And, the father ended up, taking his own life. And so those kids were then, so who I of course don't know the circumstances, beyond it, but that's devastating. Right. So what I'm getting at is they had their own challenges and struggles. No, yeah. So not to be envious, because everyone's going to go through something. Mm-hmm. Uh, I mean, we hope that they can just have a happy, healthy lifestyle and things like that, and nothing bad happens. But um, that's the life journey of learning. Okay, blame. Taking accountability for your own life. That's what it is. Instead of blaming. This is when we see like a king or a queen of cups in reverse, regardless of the sign. They're in emotional manipulation. They're heavy in their emotions, feeling as a victim, pointing feet, blaming. This is the Five of Swords energy, arguing, gaslighting, you know. So it says, I accept responsibility for my well being. It is so easy to give away the power to transform your life. Certainly, there have been people along your path who have shaped you into who you are today, but you are solely responsible for your own happiness. The ego can be a very fragile thing, and if it comes under fire, the first instinct is to blame an outside force. A victim consciousness weakens the connection that you have to your soul source. This mindset says, I don't have the power inside myself to break free because someone else's power is stronger. This is an illusion. When you believe that someone else is responsible for your problems, that belief is the problem. Personal responsibility can empower you to change your reality. Lasting transformation always begins on the inside and works its way out. There is a difference between a reason and an excuse. A reason is valid and unavoidable. An excuse is an attempt to shift the blame. Blame shifting. So next we also have that patience, right? And having patience with this. And getting this balance into your life even. Or even with others. Feeling balanced. I do get this like temperance energy, Libra energy, Taurus energy coming in at the end of the month for you, or it's really focused on that. Okay. Or you can have that in your chart. 7-6 and 7-7. Okay, this could even move forward into July's energy, because these are about a 30-day pull. So, and I'm doing this on 6-7, so we have a synchronicity there. You'd also be dealing with the Cancer sign, Libra, Virgo, Libra. The 13th as well, and 14. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Earth has become a place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maxim. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. This card can come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is an unfolding, and the more patient you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations your soul requires. You need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe, and the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. There are signposts. If you are speeding down the path, you will miss the miracles and treasures that have been placed there. And then we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay, balance. 2021. Okay, so the 20th to 21st, this could also, something about 2021 could have been spotlighted. Okay, that's 4 years ago even, or someone could be these ages even. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Balance means bringing a sense of stability. Oh yes, I forgot. I kept seeing 821 actually. That one seems like new, and 820. So welcome once again if you are new to my channel. That's right on that cusp energy, right? So Virgo, Leo. Sorry, I got distracted there. Okay, without judgment. Harmony. Okay, balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you will resonate with one side more than the other. Try not to view either as good or bad, but simply recognize that it is. The true nature of the scales of balance is to give both sides of a situation your equitable, objective perspective. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but that is a lesson in itself. What is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your non-judgmental assessment? This situation or person has been placed in your path to teach you that everyone has his or her own unique, authentic life story. And you must put yourself in that person's shoes to really understand his or her motivations. Balance is a godly virtue, and if it is struck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. So maybe it is that there's something in your partnership, right? So Leo's tuning in. I don't know your birth chart, right? Rising sign, all that. It could be about some of you could have an Aries rising. Doesn't have to be that. Gemini rising with that Sag. Also Scorpio rising seems spotlighted. Something with the Leo rising. This person could be their sun sign or moon sign or something could fall in your 7th house, okay? Or spotlighted on the Libra or Taurus energy. I'm getting, or Sagittarian. So, I mean, even that song, Guns N' Roses, Patience, and they're like whistling, Axl Rose and Slash or something. Just having a little patience and patience. Okay, so those are the first messages from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. We are at 47 minutes in. What should we go to? Should I pull tarot? I kind of feel like tarot's like my last. I had been going to family stuff, but I feel like a lot of these are these good affirmations, okay? I'm going to open this book, okay? An honest meditation, okay? F that. An honest meditation by Jason Headley, okay? This is for fun and entertainment as well, but we also got to be realistic, okay? 1, 2, 3, Leos. I open up to the next page. To the next page. The mountain. And then we have the flowers until the final page. We keep turning the page. Where you greet the world and everything in it with a new and beautiful breath of fuck that. I keep getting this song by Korn. And it's like, y'all want a single? Say fuck that. Say fuck that. Fuck that. I know. It's okay. I swear. I say it. Oh boy. Okay, so worry. Fuck that. Oh yeah. Let's see one of these disappointing affirmations. I think I'm gonna wait and do the family ones later. Disappointing affirmations. Unfollow Your Dreams by Dave Tarnowski. Let's see what we got for the Leos. Leo, knock knock. Stop romanticizing the past. You've always been miserable. Okay. It's okay to have feelings, but do you need to have so many? That one came through the Cancer signs too. Romanticizing the past. Thinking things were better in the past. Being so emotional. Okay. I'm going to do another one. This says toxic positivity can go to hell. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Leo. Oh. Don't open. There we go. Every now and then, scream at the top of your lungs, Leo. It helps. I think that's valid. Fuck that. You matter. Just not that much. And never forget who the fuck you are, because most people have no idea that you exist. Okay. That's the thing. Oh my goodness. Ah, never forget who the fuck you are. Because most people have no idea you even exist, okay? So you can't forget who you are. All right, those are for fun as well. Laugh, lighten the mood as well. What else do I want to say before I see it again? There's more. Why do something right away when you can wait for it to give you crippling anxiety? You can fuck up anything you put your mind to. Oh, Lordy day. Those disappointing affirmations. There was definitely something. Oh, I was listening to some Nine Inch Nails too. Some little Trent Reznor there with teeth. Would you bite the hand that feeds you? Will you stay down on your knees? There's another song. It's called You Know What You Are. You know what you are. A little Eazy-E did come out for that. Little Eric, a little Virgo. But I'm going to let that be for a second. Okay. I feel silly. Okay, I'm going to have a drink of my coffee before I begin. I just have this extra time. Maybe I'll just leave it at that and make it shorter. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, Leos. So this is your first monthly message. The soul's journey. I'm also going to be pulling the Soulless Oracle. So we're going to find out. I keep calling it soulless, but it's soulless. Soulless, meaning comfort in sorrow. So there is spirit connection there, potentially even ancestors, past on loved ones coming forth, also giving that guidance. Okay. Then we'll get to women of myth as well. This one has been interesting. And finish it off with the tarot. And I definitely will get the family affirmators. Okay. It's kind of a similar thing there. Going out into the world, spending time with family. Okay. Or whatever family means to you. Okay. You know, and even those people like that you live in the same vicinity with, it talks about different things like that. It's trying to make peace with family. I mean, there's a time of going out, like there's holidays coming up, school is out, we got Father's Day, you know, barbecues and beer, okay? And holiday. All right, Leos, there we go. That's your first message. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.